Bridal. Hi, Stella.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm
It's
doing
so nice.
I'm doing great. You look lovely. Nice to see you dressed for the occasion.
Yes, I'm sporting Bridal style 9718 in the desert champagne ivory. You can also get this in the solid ivory version as well if you prefer. And these jewels are from our designer Marionette. I mean, look at that. I feel a little awkward sitting in a wedding. I mean, this thing is huge. Like, let me just show. Oh, this is a huge wedding dress.
Wow.
Sitting in my living room. It's all for the brides. All for the brides.
It's stunning. It's nice to see.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think my neighbors are concerned, but that's okay.
That's okay. It's not like it's the first time they've seen you in a wedding dress.
That's true.
So, tell me a little bit about what's going on with you at Stella's Bridal and how you're communicating with the brides and how brides can stay in touch with you throughout all this craziness.
I know. So we are an open book at Stella's Bridal, and I always tell our girls, like, I'm going to give it to you straight. I am not going to give you these, run-of-the-mill answers. What I know is what my girls know. And so we are very heavy on Instagram, you can tell. So unfortunately, just as a little PSA, we do not have a Facebook account at this current time. Unfortunately, it was hacked. We're trying to reclaim our account. So if you're looking to follow us on social media, hop over to Instagram at Stella's Bridal, or you can check us out on our website, stellasbridalboutique.com. But we're really heavy into Instagram right now. And I think a lot of our girls are too. I mean, honestly, you got to go where the brides go. And in this day
Yeah.
and age, it's all about the gram.
Yeah, and it's a platform that's really taken over with so many people, and it's a great audience, and people have a lot of fun with it.
Absolutely. So I DM girls. I'm also texting right now, which is really, really fun. Honestly, if anything, this whole situation has given us a whole new outlook into the way that we want to communicate with our brides moving forward. And I gotta say, it's really fun. Like, I'll be sitting down, with my son and texting brides, and they're looking to book an appointment. They're looking to book a virtual consultation, and we're texting back and forth just to get to know each other. And they feel a sense of friendship and trust, and we're building a relationship, and they're entrusting me with their wedding dress. So it's really cool.
That's awesome. And that's one of the things that I don't even think about is that communication is so important ahead of time. And especially being able to text back and forth, you get a little bit of a sense of who you're talking to. So when you do meet, you're like, oh, we've been texting, we're friends. Let's look at wedding
You
gowns.
can't send emojis on the phone, and now I can send
Right.
all these cute little hearts and smiley faces, and it's just so much love. So I love my brides. I love it.
That's awesome. So tell me, some of the stuff that's brides are chatting about now all over the internet, different forums. Tell me some of the stuff that you hear that they shouldn't listen to or should listen to.
Yeah. So there are a lot of forums, that are really, really helpful for brides. And we get DMs on the daily of brides freaking out. They're like, Stelly, oh my gosh, like, I hate to keep blowing up your DM, but I'm freaking out. What about this? What about that? And I know you said not to worry, but I keep reading it on this one forum. And let's just say, let's take those forums with a grain of salt. Everybody who participates in those forums, they're coming from different positions. They might not even be a Rochester bride. They might be out of state. They can be super helpful in terms of swapping decor or ideas of where to go shop, in terms of vendors. They can be super, super helpful, but they can also be a petri dish of panic and fear, is what I like to say. Obviously, women, when you hear one story, that one story goes around and around and around. It's a really horrible game of telephone, right?
Right.
So we take one situation, blow it up. We're a bunch of, hens in the hen house. Just, and did you hear that one girl? And oh my gosh, this happened to her. Whew, take a breath. Let's calm down. Let's reel it back. What I can say, there are two really, really large rumors going on right now in the bridal forum world. And I know this because I get DMs on the daily about them. The first one, Theo, are, oh my gosh, Stella, all these brides are saying that if you don't have your alterations booked right now, you're not getting alterations on your wedding dress if you're a summer bride. I don't know who she is. I don't know where she bought her dress from, but if you were Stella's bride, honey, I can guarantee that you are going to have your alterations done in time for your wedding. So the typical time frame is 6 to 8 weeks out from your wedding is when you would start your first fitting for alterations. However, nothing is typical right now, and clearly, just as all of our panelists on here have spoken about, we are all starting to create new normals, right? We are creating plan B, plan C, plan D. It's a very fluid process as we continue to move through this whole situation together. And so our alteration professionals definitely already have plans that they're going to have in place for when we can finally all reopen.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, and I think the biggest thing is to, with all the information that's out there, especially now, like you said, it's all over the place, is what do you listen to? You know, so what kind of advice would you give girls if they're, you know, they're seeing all this stuff go on? You know, is the best advice just stay in touch with you to verify the information before you freak out?
Absolutely. So the best thing to do is just to maybe not comment, reel it back a little. And obviously, if you're not a Stella's bride, wherever you bought your dress, you want to contact your retailer. You want to contact your boutique, wherever you purchased your gown, and you want to go to the source and find out what they are suggesting that you do. If you are a Stella's bride and you are still waiting on your order, I can tell you as of right now, tonight at whatever time, all orders are still right on track for arrival time. So whenever you purchased your gown through us, we discuss when an anticipated time should be for when your gown will arrive. And we have experienced 0 delays. If anything, Theo, we actually have gowns arriving early. Like, let me show you. It's good.
That is amazing.
Like, these are all, you see this? These all came in within 2 days.
Wow.
2 days.
Wow.
I just called girls today to tell them their gowns are in, and they're freaking out. Like, you want to hear a happy bride on the phone. It's a good well, so even if you have not, oh, go ahead.
And part of that has to do with your amazing manufacturers.
Yes, thank you for saying that. So our designers, that actually leads me into my next topic. If you're a bride who is like, oh my gosh, my wedding's in November or December, maybe even October, and I still haven't purchased my wedding dress because I was going to go shopping in March or April or May, right. Guess what, girls? Don't worry. Our designers have ramped up their production. They have ramped up what they're going to have in terms of in-stock availability, shortened order time for custom orders, and they are going to have their shelves stocked to the brim with all the best sellers and all the different sizes and colors for our girls.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they're not made in China.
Well, and that's really when this happened. And we chatted a little bit about that before. I was impressed that one, your gowns aren't made in China, and so Justin Alexander is one of your big designers. Where are they based out of?
They're European based. Don't worry, not Italy, girls. That's like the second time. Our designers, they are based all over the world, the Ukraine as well as India. Those are some of our common places that we are in, and you know, luckily coronavirus hasn't hit hard there. And
that's
just
awesome.
A little fun fact, not to give too much behind the scenes info, but all of our manufacturers are at a 98% production rate, and that is as factual as today. So 98% production rate. They are not in the situation we are in terms of coronavirus numbers and in the States. So they've really just done a tremendous job. Our girls do not need to worry. I sleep easy, so they should sleep easy. I do want to make a note though, Theo, that if our girls have not received their phone call that their dress is in, that's because it is still the same amount of time to order your wedding dress. So I
Right.
think we have this natural, like, oh my gosh, there's a pandemic, I want my dress in my hands. It's still going to take the allotted time to special order a gown. However, we have seen them arrive within a matter of weeks or a month early.
Yeah, and that's just normal.
It's
So
normal.
yeah, that's just normal. So Christy was asking on Facebook a price range of these beautiful gowns that you have available.
Yes, so we have something for everyone. So if you are looking to spend less than $1,000, we have an amazing sample selection from our designers. What that means is that you would purchase our sample as is off the rack, that we're no longer able to reorder with the designer, but you can purchase our sample, which is in really, really great condition for our boutique, and usually get 50% off or more. If you
Wow.
are looking to special order the wedding dress, we start at about $1,200 and go all the way up to about $4,500. But don't get scared. I know that number is a little intense. Most often, brides will fall anywhere between $1,500 to $2,500 with our gowns.
Nice. So you really do have something for every budget.
You really do. And I'm Mama Stella, and I'm here to make your wedding dress dreams come true. I do everything that I can in my power to make sure that we can meet in the middle, get you what you want, and get it in the price range that you desire.
That's awesome. Well, and that's one thing that I tell couples all the time is that when you're dealing with um, local companies that are small business, you're very fortunate to be able to deal with the owner, and the amount of attention and service you're going to get is unlike anything else.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I appreciate that, and I know that brides appreciate being a Stella bride. So thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Theo. We appreciate seeing you. We love you. Mwah. Love to Lisa.
Keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks, you too, guys.
Bye.